Abram for Inside Lacrosse, reporting from College Park, where I just saw Maryland knock off #1 ranked Penn State 15-11. Maryland was really led by their offense in this game. Matt Randall had 4 goals and 2 assists. Connor Kelly was given the short stick in this game, and he capitalized on his matchup. He had 4 goals. And then Colin Heacock was also superb in this game with 3 goals and 1 assist. The success for Maryland started at the face-off X. They won 20 of 30 draws. Penn State threw every single fogo at them, but they could not best the red-hot start of Austin Henningsen and John Garino in this game. For Penn State, they were led by their stalwart scorers in Mac O'Keefe. He had 3 goals. Grant Ament had 2 goals, and Nick Aponte had 2 goals. Mike Sutton, Ryan Keenan, Nick Spillane rounded out the scores with a combined 4 goals. For Maryland, if there's one thing they should look at in this game, it was the play of their goalie, Dan Morris. He didn't have a save until the second half, but he finished with 6 in that second half to kind of give Maryland the victory. Maryland, they enter into a very tough stretch of their schedule. They do have this victory under their belt, but they have a short turnaround. They go to Albany to play on a Wednesday, and then they got Rutgers at Rutgers on Saturday.
Hofstra is the last man standing, the final undefeated team in Division I men's lacrosse. The Pride are now 10-0 after beating Delaware 11-9 in CAA play on a windy Saturday here at Delaware Stadium. Josh Byrne led the Pride offense with 4 goals and 1 assist, but it was truly a selfless team effort. Jimmy Yanes was one of those guys who doesn't show up in the score sheet as much as someone like Byrne or Tierney, but he took advantage of the attention that those two were getting, and he had a hat trick and an assist today. Alex Moser is another guy. He had 2 goals and 1 assist showing up for the Pride. There's certainly something special with this Hofstra team. Seth Tierney said, there's something about this team that these guys can bite into. They're playing for something bigger than themselves. And he said, most importantly, they're 10-0 right now, but the most important thing is they're 1-0 the next game, that the next game is what's important, and that's Drexel for them in CAA play.
This is Peter Katrumpus reporting for Inside Lacrosse here at Koskinen Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, following an 11-8 win for the Duke Blue Devils over the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. A 10-save performance by Danny Fowler and a 4-goal performance from Jack Bruckner was enough to overpower the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who had 2 goals apiece from Sergio Perkovic, Mikey Wynn, and Ryder Garnsey. This one was as close as you would expect it to be. However, the Blue Devils did take a lead late in the third quarter that was unsurmountable for Notre Dame even during the fourth. They just didn't capitalize on their scoring opportunities, according to Notre Dame Fighting Irish coach Kevin Corrigan. And for Duke, having lost the final quarter 3-1, Coach John Danowski said the next step now is to work on the fourth quarter and finishing games off. For Inside Lacrosse, this is Peter Katrumpus from Durham, North Carolina.
Welcome back to the studio. Time for some quick hits from Week 10. Army remained perfect in the Patriot League, beating Boston U 11-10 at Michie Stadium. Neither team led by more than 2 goals all game, and Army's 4-1 run through the last 7 minutes sealed the victory. Ted Glessner, Cole Johnson, and David Sims each scored 2 goals in the win. Towson kept pace with Hofstra in the CAA, beating UMass 11-8. The Ivy League got a shakeup today as a 5-1 run to open the fourth quarter led Cornell past Harvard 12-9. #1 ranked recruit Jeff Teat led the way with 3 goals and 2 assists for the Big Red. Up in Providence, a 19-save effort from freshman keeper Phil Goss pushed Brown past Penn 11-8. Dylan Malloy dropped 2-2 in the win. If the Ivy tournament started today, Penn and Harvard would now be on the outside looking in. Providence continued to assert itself in the Big East, taking down Georgetown 13-7. Brendan Kearns posted 4 goals and an assist for the Friars, and Tate Boyce made 17 saves in the win. The Bearcats of Binghamton keep rolling, holding off Hartford 10-9 in the America East action. The reigning king of the America East, Albany, also held serve, beating UMBC 10-5. Connor Fields continues his prolific streak, putting up a balanced 3-3, and Justin Ray had the hot hand with 4 goals. TD Ireland continues to dominate the faceoff X, winning 16 of 9 at the dot. Rutgers got back to their winning ways, beating Michigan 14-7 in Ann Arbor. It was a dominant effort in every sense of the word. The Scarlet Knights outshot the Wolverines 53-31, outground balled them 36-28, and dominated the faceoff X 20-4. Kieran Mullins set a career high with 8 goals in the win.
That wraps up the Epic IL Game Day recap. Make sure to get all your lacrosse news at InsideLacrosse.com and follow us on social media at @inside_lacrosse on Twitter and IL_photos on Instagram. Gear up for your season with Epic's line of goods and apparels, including ultralight otter mesh, the Gen 7 Dragonfly shaft, and the Hawk prequel and sequel heads.